All right, welcome back, everyone. We have the Giants Week 10 film review, film reaction, highlights reaction, whatever we call it these days, as the volume is super loud. The Giants have done these plays actually a few times. We've seen this with Wan'Dale Robinson already a few times. That fake handoff out of shotgun, you get Wan'Dale leaking out to the weak side, and getting an easy first down. Play action, quick dump off to Barkley. Get about half the first down. Obviously, this won't be the most exciting highlights reaction. Jones wide open. Darius Slayton. Jeez. I thought Slayton was about to score right here. He almost got away. I'm curious how he got so open. Because, I don't know what the hell the Texans were doing. They're showing, cover 3. I guess he was passing him off and just nobody picked him up. But that was, definitely a breakdown there by the Texans D. The Giants never trailed this game. Obviously a really good first drive. Bootleg left side. Dump down to Lawrence Cager. I don't know if that's Victor Cruz. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that is salsa, but Iron Eagle thought so. So 7-0 Giants. Jones, good time, good throw. That was like a tight window throw too. I want to see that again. You got to get this one over the linebacker's head. I'm looking at the wrong guy. My bad. Looking at the wrong guy. That's a really tight window. I mean, you're between, one linebacker, one defensive back. That's a tight window throw. Handoff. Barkley got near the first down. Forget if they gave it to him or not. But yeah, the offensive line, they played pretty well. I really don't have many complaints about that. Not that the Texans' defensive line is amazing, but... And so, yeah, right after that was when the Giants had that false start on 4th and inches, and Brian Dable went off on the offensive line. Good hold there for Dameon Pierce, who, had a pretty good game. Didn't dominate the Giants like, I thought he might, but... Another handoff. You don't see many negative runs for Dameon Pierce. He definitely is a good back. Called him a mini Marshawn Lynch. Handoff again. Jalen Smith had a tough time getting off that block. Luckily, they chased him down. Giants showing pressure, 3rd and 9. They drop back Kayvon. Incomplete. Good job by Adoree. A lot of interesting dances by the Giants in this game, celebration-wise. Fairbairn just snuck that one through. Jones, handoff. Saquon off the right side. Has a hole. It's too easy. Wasn't even touched that entire run. Up the middle. Good cut by Barkley. Picks up 8. I think Barkley averaged like 4.3 on his 35 carries, but, definitely a good game for Saquon. Even Matt Breida had a couple nice runs. That was one of them. A 3rd and 1. Jones, that was the play where this was the one the offensive line really screwed them over. And I brought this up in my post-game reaction, was that they got knocked out of field goal range right here. 3rd and 15. If you're Jones, you're probably looking for a dump-off just to get in field goal range. I don't know if they were really trying to pick this up or not, but, I don't know what the hell. What was Glowinski doing? I don't know. That was bad. I felt like everybody broke down, honestly, so can't really blame one guy. So, yeah, definitely a big sack there for Houston. Rex Burkhead Right before the half, Giants send pressure. Little out route to Brandon Cooks. 3rd and 9, low snap. Mills, that was a hold, yeah. I was going to say, they got to call that. And a sack there by Jihad Ward. I think Dexter Lawrence got held anyway, so. Handoff. I think that was Andrew Thomas on a good block right there. They didn't show the Kenny Golladay drop. I'm kind of disappointed. Saquon, another nice run. 3rd and 9. Here's the big play. I did not think he was scoring when he caught that ball. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if anybody did. This play was crazy. And after that, I felt very good about winning this game. So they do another whip route, zig route, whatever you want to call it. He sticks with him. The entire underneath is open here. Jones off his back leg, the offensive line from that right side. Looks like they gave up some pressure. Looks like it was Glowinski once again. There was a stunt here. Feliciano and Glowinski had a tough time. Jones did get it off in time. Catches it, plants his foot in the ground. Spins out of this tackle from Petre. Good block here. I think that's Hudson, Tanner Hudson. And Slayton takes it all the way. So he's having a good year, Slayton. Not the wide receiver one we were hoping for a couple of years ago, but definitely a good contributor. So yeah, when it was 14-3, I felt very good about this game, and I thought, hey, the Giants might start to pile it on, but that was not the case. Timon Fox, good pressure. Jordan Akins, revenge game. Played pretty well in this one, honestly. Akins has that big catch later in this quarter. That was Micah McFadden that close to getting an interception. Especially when you tip a ball, you're thinking, all right, it's an incomplete pass, but Chris Moore made a good catch on that deflection. Leonard Williams, good pressure. Jordan Akins again. Dane Belton on that tackle. I had no idea Dave Belton had like a ponytail looking thing. I don't know what it's called. I'm not really a big hair guy. Here's Nico Collins. They gave us a really, I don't know if they give us a replay here or not, but the angle they gave us was really crappy. Oh, here it is. Of course. Thanks, NFL. So it's, I don't know. They don't even show half the play. So I know some people thought maybe Collins pushed off. Moreau saying the same thing. I didn't think it was that bad in lifetime, but I guess it doesn't matter now. I was hoping they would show the replay, but over the middle, Wandale. Not much out of Wandale. I've been kind of not disappointed, but like I was just hoping he would get more involved as the weeks went on. Obviously, the Giants didn't pass the ball much at all, so Saquon breaks a tackle. Jones over the middle. Hodgins. Isaiah Hodgins coming over from Buffalo, making some plays. Breda, here was his other good run. Picks up another 8 yards or so. So, I mean, right here you're thinking, all right, it's going to be 21-10. Barkley gets in. I mean, and at this point you're like, all right, game's over. But, of course, the Texans, they made it a pretty, I guess, kind of interesting game towards the end. And there's Dameon Pierce just breaking every tackle. But, yeah, at this point you thought it was over for sure. The Texans kind of made it interesting there at the end. Lovie Smith settled for that field goal when I figured he would go for it. But dump off to, is that Dare Agumbawale? Dare Agumbawale. Good catch by him. I think this was the big Akins catch on the screen. Yes, it is. So he was blocking Zimenez at first, then leaked out. Couple missed tackles there. I want to see who it was. I think it was like Jalen Smith maybe, and maybe Dane Belton. You see Zimenez here. He's just rushing the passer. Hey, here's Belton. You got to make that tackle. You can't let Jordan Akins cross you up. There's Jalen Smith. I think Belton had a pretty good game overall, but that's a tackle you have to make. But yeah, revenge game for Jordan Akins. Good for him. Damian Pierce. I think this was the fumble, yeah. It was weird because, like, it didn't look like anyone hit him hard or even hit the ball out. Like, the ball was just on the ground, and I'm looking at the TV like, oh, it's a fumble. So, luckily the Giants got on that. Jalen Smith, rollout, Collins, tackled by Moreau. Wow, you see that get off by Kayvon right there? Good Kayvon on this play. I know we didn't get to the quarterback, but he shot out of a cannon. Kayvon right here. I guess he times the snap very well. He was like the first one off the line. Anyway, good throw here. Tight spiral. Brandon Cooks. Kind of happy the Giants did not trade for Brandon Cooks. I'm starting to feel he might not be the same player he used to be. He's got to be close to 30 by now. Interception. At this point, you figured that's it. Big play there. Dane Belton, first career interception. Barkley spins off a couple. Jones on 3rd and 10. You might as well take off. And he got the first down. That was key. Because if Jones slid there, they probably mark him short because, you know, you're down where your slide begins. And it seemed like the Texans were in man defense, and often when teams are in man defense, you're going to have guys in the secondary with their backs turned to the ball, and Jones probably took advantage of that. You saw the block here by Hudson. Jones dove forward, which is risky, of course. We saw that with Tyrod Taylor in that one game he played, but it was the right play. 3rd down and kind of long. Game's not on the line, but Jones takes the sack. I don't mind that. Clock ran. You know, I think it was a smart play. You don't want to take a sack, but in that situation, not the worst. Chris Moore. He had 70 receiving yards, I believe, in this game. Mills, Collins. Collins had a good day versus Fabian Moreau. Definitely got the better of him. Moreau wasn't like god-awful, but not his best game. Dump off. Damian Pierce. Julian Love, good tackle there. As I said, he's not an easy guy to bring down, so good tackle by Love. 2nd and 4, they run it. Another good run by Pierce. Pierce and Barkley had kind of similar games, except Pierce didn't have 35 carries. Like, they were just solid, you know, seemed like 4, 5, 6-yard gains every time. Screen pass to Pierce. Really wish I bought into Damian Pierce more in fantasy football this year. I thought it was a fluke, but guy's actually pretty good. Incomplete pass. I was thinking they might throw a flag right there, but I don't know. It just seems like something the NFL would do. So this was the one where you're thinking maybe they would go for it, but Lovie Smith makes it a one-possession game, 8-point game. But the Giants with a first down would pretty... And here, this is one where I know some people were mad at Barkley because they wanted him to cut in and try and get the first down. But we gave Barkley so much crap a few weeks ago versus, who was it? Baltimore, maybe? When he went out of bounds in these situations. And I think Barkley knew about it. But obviously, you would like Saquon to kind of cut it back right here and try and fight and get to like the 29-yard line, get that first down. But he slides down. It's a smart play. You do have the 2-minute warning coming anyway. They had a timeout left. 3rd and 3. Obviously, if they got the first down, that would have been it. I forget what happened here. Graham Gano makes the field goal, right? 49-yarder. Yeah, Graham Gano, the closer, puts it through. Giants up 11. And they show the standings, but the Giants are one game back now, as the Eagles actually surprisingly lost to that team on the bottom yesterday, Washington. So, good job, Washington. It's a fun game to watch. The Eagles fumbled a bunch, beat themselves. Good catch. Chris Moore again. Kind of just garbage time at this point. Dump down. Rex Burkhead. Mills, time to throw. Finds. That's Philip Dorsett, former first-round pick. Giants bring pressure. And there's Pinnock. I believe he had 1.5 sacks in this game, so they go for the field goal. At this point, who cares? No spread implications unless you were playing a teaser or something. The Giants were like 4.5-point favorites anyway. Doesn't matter. So, yeah. That's it. To try the onside. Was not a bad onside kick, to be honest. Adoree Jackson, who returned punts in this game. He also got that onside kick to ice the game. And as you hear Iron Eagles say, maybe, if you could hear it, the Giants have their best start since 2008. So, yeah, just another game that the Giants were supposed to win. They get it done. Not an overly impressive win, but the only thing that matters is that they're 7-2. As I mentioned, they will play tougher teams coming up. We know that. Dallas on Thanksgiving, a couple more Philly games, Minnesota. So even Washington, can't take them lightly these days. They played much better since Heineke's came in for Carson Wentz. No surprise. So, yeah, the Giants will have some tougher games. But the fact that they're 7-2, they are definitely in the driver's seat to make the playoffs. The NFC is very weak this year. And, yeah, they might have a tough wild card round on the road at, like, Minnesota or at San Francisco or at Tampa. It's going to be tough, but anything could happen. We've seen it before with this team. So the Giants with their best start in, 13, 14 years. It's great to see. So hopefully they keep it rolling. They get the Lions next week. We'll have that preview out on Friday. I'll try to get it on Friday for you guys. Maybe Thursday, but probably Friday. We'll leave it on Brian Dable right here. But the Giants win it 24-16. I know we wanted to blow them out and have a very easy win, a 35-10 type win, but still, I never really thought the Giants were going to lose this game, so it was kind of stress-free in a way, so I'll take it. The Texans are kind of en route to get the first overall pick, so maybe that franchise turns around eventually. But anyway, that'll do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.